So whether you've been dealing with a chronic health issue or maybe been recently diagnosed, you've likely thought about getting a second opinion.
So these days, not everyone is looking for a magic pill. They're looking to find the root cause of what's going on. And that's what's happening at Hypercharge Health in Edina. They're working to help people get beyond primary care to heal. So Kelly is taking us to Hypercharge Health, where a new kind of technology is helping their team tackle depression head on.
It's a device that could change the way depression and anxiety is treated.
There are other options that people are not aware of. So there's something called transcranial magnetic stimulation. It was actually FDA approved back in 2008, but if you ask population, if you ask a lot of the medical community, they've never even heard of it.
Transcranial magnetic stimulation, also known as TMS, is now being delivered through this breakthrough technology. It's called ExoMind, and it's available at Hypercharge Health in Edina.
It's kind of a cap on the head. It's strapped in, very comfortable, and they'll hear some things, but it's very. But most times when I see people doing it, they're asleep after a few minutes, which is nice. It's pretty comfortable to do.
Sessions last 30 minutes and only need to be done once a week.
In depression, there is a part of the prefrontal cortex that is not working correctly, usually on the left side. And so that EEG can map it exactly in your brain where things are not working, and so it adjusts its coils to deliver it to that area.
This is just one of many non-invasive procedures Dr. Stefano Sinacropi and the team at Hypercharge Health is excited about.
We have been conditioned to believe that complex medical problems or you don't feel good require very complicated, expensive solutions. And so people, when they hear holistic or they hear alternative or something like that, some of them are really turned off because they're like, oh, that doesn't work. I need a pill. I need a procedure. I need this crazy stuff. The truth is, unfortunately, a lot of the direction we've gone in is masking. It's just masking and turning down symptoms, but it's not going after the root cause.
Their goal? To bring a new kind of medicine to Minnesota. Not a pill, not a surgical procedure, but integrative medicine that takes into account the whole person.
As a longtime practicing physician, one of the things that has really bothered me is the fact that over my 20-year career, I've seen people getting sicker and sicker, despite the fact that we have access to more medications and more surgical and more procedures, all kinds of things. We're really excited about getting these technologies out to people because, again, people are hurting, they're struggling, and one of my personal objectives for the rest of my career is to really help people explain things can be simpler than they think they are. Focus on root cause, and we need to decrease the use of medications and procedures. Don't get me wrong, those are life-saving in many instances. However, going to non-medication, lower-cost options is what we need to be doing as a society because we can't sustain it either societally or economically going forward. So I think this is going to help millions of people to feel a lot better, get the smile back on their face, have them enjoy their time with their families more, be better at work, and just be better, overall, and that leaks into all other parts of their life.
Wow, what a philosophy.
Cool.
Oh my God.
Love the messaging, love the science.
And there's a lot of people, I've had people in my life who have tried to be on, anti-anxiety or antidepressants, and they don't work for them or they don't feel good on them. And this is amazing to have that alternative. Yep. Very cool. If you want to learn more about ExoMind and all the treatments, great list there that you're going to find at Hypercharge Health, head to our website, twincitieslive.com.